Yes, hello guys, welcome back all. This is your African boy Gabs Gabi. I'm currently in India and I'm done my study. I study petroleum engineering, guys. So today I'm here to share with you which is the best option if you're coming to study in India, whether to stay in the hostel or to stay in a house rent. So today I will be giving some advantage and disadvantage of both staying in the hostel or outside the hostel, because it's not easy, guys. If you are foreign, whether coming from Africa or any other country like Nepal, Bangladesh, and the neighboring country of India, it is really very important to consider whether to stay in the hostel or outside, guys, because it is not easy being a foreign student in India. You're going to stay here. Some people will stay here for 4 to 6 years. So this is not a very short time. This is really long time. So you have to make sure that to stay in a place which you will be really feeling comfortable or you will feel at home. So let's start by staying in the hostel, guys. So at first, if you're watching to know this, I will seriously suggest or recommend for you to stay in the hostel, especially for the first 2 years, and you will get to know. This is my first recommendation to everyone watching this video. I will only tell not to take this suggestion only if you have someone who is maybe a friend or relative who is already staying outside in India or in a house rent. But if you are coming alone, just here to come here to study for the first year and second year student, make sure to stay in the hostel until you get to know which is good for you. Because how you will know hostel is not good, guys? You need to stay first in the hostel, because if I will tell you hostel is not good straight up from now, you might not believe that. So I need everyone to experience that. For me, I'm not staying in the hostel and I choose to stay outside, and I know the reason, and this is why I'm here to share with you guys. So when you stay, why am I saying to stay in the hostel for the first 2 years of your study? Because when you stay in the hostel, guys, of course you have to pay for that. You will get the full accommodation and transport for the, like, there is no, if you're staying in the hostel, obviously the hostel will be inside the university or college, so you don't need to bother and worry about the time and the transport. But why I will not say hostel is not good until you stay there? Because see, there is a lot of people, they have problem with food, guys, with the Indian food. Like myself, when I came to India, I found out that the Indian hostel food is not really sweeting. It's not really, I don't like, let me say, the food they give in the hostel. It's not like I'm saying the Indian food is not good. Indian food is good, but if you're staying as a student in a hostel, guys, the food you will get is really not the same quality that something you will buy outside in any other restaurant or something that you will make by yourself. So you have to stay 2 years in the hostel, then you will find out. And I found also there is few of African or foreign people also, they can easily adjust with the Indian food. So if you are lucky enough to come and fall in love with the hostel food that they will give to you, then I will honestly advise you to stay in the hostel. And just know that every state and every university or college, they offer different food, guys. So if you are lucky to find best food in where you're going to study, then just stay in the hostel. But if you think the hostel, because most of the people, they leave hostel because of the food, guys. It's not only because of the food, because people, the student, they end up paying like more money for the accommodation fee. Like you will pay more money, and yet you are not getting a quality food. That is why most of the African or other foreign students, when they come here, they will stay within 2 years, and then after that they used to vacate the hostel, because it's not worth the money you're paying. Like you're paying high and you're getting something less. So that's why people will leave. And if you leave hostel, obviously, and if you are capable of leaving hostel, with no doubt, I will also tell you, like at least 2 years, you can. It's okay to stay outside of the hostel, but it's not for the weak people. If you know how to cook, and if you're not lazy person, I will really advise you to also stay outside the hostel, because you can able, if you can able to cook and you're not lazy, then that is the only problem that you can cover, or you that can make you to stay outside. And just know the other advantage of you staying outside is that you will, like, the money you will be paying for the hostel, guys, will really make you stay outside with the best quality of the food and even a best place, because the Indian hostel, most of them guys, they are asking for high accommodation fee, which will be really really less compared if you're staying outside. And another thing, if you're staying outside, you will have more freedom of you, no disturbance, because if you're staying in the hostel, there is a lot of rules and restriction, and some foods you will not like. But if you're staying outside, it is your choice to cook what, to eat what, and to do what, and what time to study. You will be staying alone, so it's okay also to stay with a friend. Like most of us, when we vacate outside hostel, we used to see our close friend or best friend. We used to vacate with them. You can stay with your roommate, 2 or 3 members. Here is something good. It's not that bad, and you will really spend less, and you will eat the best food, and you will not be disturbed compared to hostel. But my honest advice is just make sure, if you're coming here to study in India, make sure to stay at least first or second or 2 years in the hostel. Then you will see what you don't like, and don't really think much that staying outside is really a big problem in India. There is a lot of student, foreign student, they're staying outside the hostel, and they can easily go to university without any problem, because most of the university and college in India, they provide buses, because there is a lot of people also living outside, so you can take bus with them, and there is no much problem with that, guys. So this is all for today, and yeah, I just say to cover this out, because a lot of students, they are asking me to suggest for them where to stay, whether in the hostel or outside. So let me know what other doubt or other thing you would love to know, guys. So in case you have any other doubt to clear out, you can text me in Instagram, Gabs Gabi, guys. I will help you out. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will be sharing a lot of advice and experience and my vlogs as African student in India, guys. Wishing you all the best. Peace out.